But let's get into our next watch, which is the James Bond Spectre. So this is the one that I actually featured on LinkedIn earlier this morning. MSRP on this piece is $73.50. The secondary market price on this is $72.47. The case size on this one is 41.5 millimeters. So the most striking feature of this watch is going to be the monogram of the James Bond coat of arms on the dial and on the seconds hand tip. So you can see a bit of that reflection. It looks really good like out in the natural light. In the artificial light, it might be a little bit difficult to see, but it's really a striking dial. I think it's one of the best dials out there in the industry, especially for this dollar. And you've got a fully luminescent dial here that includes all three hands, as well as the seconds hand. And then all indices are also applique, and they contrast nicely with the dial. So it does make it very easy to read, very legible. The watch is also rated to 15,007 Gauss, which is a magnetic resistance measure. It is also a CSC chronometer, which is going to be the highest Swiss standard for timekeeping. If I kind of show you this here, you should be able to see the 15,007 Gauss rating right there below the hour marker. All right, so taken to the crown, you can move the hour hand actually independently forward or backwards here. So if I unscrew this, you'll hear the click. So I've got the first measure out here. This is how you're going to wind the watch at the first movement, and then we can move it out to actually skip the seconds. The hour hand, and that's how we're going to quickly place the date. You'll see that the seconds hand is still spinning as we move the date here, and you'll see we just moved to the 26th. But you've got the skip hour hand, and then you can stop time fully pulling it out to the third button on the crown, and that's where you can make a movement on the actual minute hand. And that does stop the time. And when we rewind this here and push it in, you'll get the seconds, and then you screw the crown back in, and you are good to go. So taking a look at the bracelet, there's actually like a lot of removable links on this bracelet. You can see the screws here. Really, I mean, you can make this thing very small, or enough to fit about an 8-inch wrist. There's plenty of size here for someone like myself. So you've got really no spacing between the links. You actually have some pretty good spacing between the links. I'm sorry. So yeah, you've got some pretty good spacing between the links. I'd take a look at it. It's going to make it breathable on hot days. And it's also going to make sure that it's like preventing pulling hair on the wrist, which is going to be cool. So the center links are polished. You've got this twin trigger release for maximum security and a sequential close as well. If I put this on my wrist, I'll kind of give you a sense of what this looks like. Again, this is a 41.5 millimeter. Looks pretty good on my wrist here. It doesn't wrap around quite as snugly as the other Bond that we just took a look at earlier, but those lugs are pretty much resting on my wrist, and it's a pretty good look. Very, very clean watch. Let's see. So let's take a look at the reverse. So the movement actually displays the Bond rifle motif. So you had this Bond rifle motif on the dial of the last one. You've got it on the case back here in this one. And you've got Bond's name on the percussion end of the bullet casing, which is pretty cool. And the movement, you've got your standard Omega 8507. You've got a 60-hour power reserve with this one. Like I talked about earlier, the movement is highly anti-magnetic, and it offers a robust version of the Co-Axial that was originally developed by George Daniels in 1974 and sold to Omega in 1999. Omega has since mass-produced this movement, and what's cool about it is that it's actually one of the most exotic escapements that you can get for under $50,000. So you've really got so much watch for the money here. You not only have a very strong coaxial, but you've also got really the very strong, beautiful aesthetic dial as well. The piece was also designed for tangential friction. So that's going to reduce the need for maintenance and lubrication. And so like the cost of ownership in this watch is going to be relatively lower compared to others, again, just because of the quality of design in the movement. This is probably my favorite Bond watch of all of them, because I'm really a dial design guy above all. And if it's not a skeleton, then this is the one, in my opinion. So again, this is available on the TimelySoles website. This is a very good store of value. You know, we talk about watches and assets quite consistently. MSRP on this is $73.50, available on the TimelySoles website for $72.47. This is a 41.5 millimeter Omega Seamaster Aqua Terra James Bond Spectre.